Hello, 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 everyone. It's Katrine. I'm hoping you can hear me. I've got the headphones of my daughter on today, so I'm just gonna chat a little bit until some people jump online, and then I'm going to ask you if you can hear me, and I hope you can. So let me just check my microphone quickly. Can you give me a thumb up if you can hear me fine? That would be really helpful. I think you can hear me. And if not, then this one is definitely because of moving. So I just wanted to jump online today and greetings from New Hampshire. I think a few of you know that we did a huge, huge move from Portugal coming back to the United States. And this time we moved to New Hampshire. So what you see actually behind me is the color patches we are trying out to get rid of this brownish color of our house. And I just wanted to see how everybody is doing. I haven't been live this Wednesday or last Wednesday due to the move. So we literally just arrived here on Monday after creating this. Can you hear me? Hi. Just let me know if you can hear me. So we arrived on Monday. We decided to move back to the United States a while ago, but as everything goes with searching for a home, where are you going to move? Where in the United States will we be residing again, and so on? That was just a huge question. So last year in August, we made the decision that we would be moving back to New Hampshire. Or not back to New Hampshire. We lived previously in California, but we made the decision to move to New Hampshire just because it is very close actually to Europe, but it's also close to everybody else we know here in the United States. And so it was somehow in the middle. So we made this big move. And when we started that process, basically in August of last year, Seth was over here searching for a home, and then everything gets decided over time. Are we going to buy? Are we going to rent? Are we going to get over there before Christmas, after Christmas? Are we going to ship everything? Are we going to leave everything behind? And then throughout the entire process, I was thinking, it's like, oh my God, this is like so similar to actually creating a business. It's like this huge mountain you have to climb. You don't know where to start. You're just like completely lost, basically. I mean, so lost. What are you going to do from 6,000 miles away to find a home over here? So the process of moving, and that's what I actually wanted to talk a little bit about today. The process of moving is actually so similar to creating a business. And when you look at this big mountain you want to climb, you realize, okay, from here to the top of the mountain is a really long way, and I have no idea where to go, how to get there. But then when you take the first step and you start planning out a little bit and divide up, same in business, divide up actually what areas you need to think of, right? In business, you need to think of like product creation. Then you have to think about the financing. Then you have to think about marketing and sales. Then you have to think about basically what tools you need in order to get there. So it's exactly the same thing. There's nothing else between moving across the big ocean and coming over here to creating a business. You have to create these little steps in between. And that's at the end, that's what I did. So it's like, okay, we need to know where we're going to live. We need to know what we're going to ship. We need to know how much everything is. The cars, buying and selling them, and the process of getting health insurance and insurance in general, and letting everything go from the other side. So when you look at this entire big picture of where you want to go, it's always good to have a goal where you say, okay, I really would like to sell my products in retail stores, or I would like to go onto into the markets and actually sell them on farmers markets, or whatever your goal is. And then you have your financial goal as well. Then you can have a work back plan, actually. So the work back plan for moving was, again, I took everything apart, the different areas of my business, the same thing, the different areas of moving across the pond. what areas do you need to think of? So what I often do, and I got my little post-its again. So I have a wall where I constantly have the main areas, like I said, what tools are going to get me there? What about the finances? How am I going to do marketing and sales? What about product development? What am I going to sell, which delivers value to the customers? And then also on top of it, who's going to be my mentor? Where can I find learning? What will I learn this year? So I put those 5, 6 different areas. And then under those, I create post-it notes. And then I actually start taking things and putting them under these big topics. And I started that here. I don't know if you can see that. I started my post-it notes over here again. So I have them always everywhere. And then I move things around. It's like for delaying something, or can you do it immediately? Is it a short thing you can achieve, or is it going to be a long-term development thing? Hey, Jackie, nice to see you. Oh my goodness, can you see my color spots here in the back? Those ones are, I'm trying to see how I can get rid of my brown. I don't like the brown in this house. But there's a ton of snow out there. It's crazy. It's really, really crazy. So yes, so basically with these different areas, I'm creating peace of mind. So when I have my post-it notes under each area, so I create, for example, product development and value. So let's say you would like to bring out a box of goodies and you would like to send them to for Mother's Day to 20, yeah, nice swatches, thank you. You would like to send them for Mother's Day towards your family, your friends. If you're starting a business new, you would say, okay, I've got 3 months left to actually get to Mother's Day. What do I need to do? And then create a work back plan. What needs to happen in order to get like a small gift kit together for Mother's Day, and you want to make sure that you have it ready in time in order to do marketing and sales. So under each of those areas, you just put your small little post-it notes, what needs to happen for those steps. And then if we create a goal, we can create the steps below it. But believe me, before we moved last year, especially actually more now towards December, January, it was so overwhelming that I completely went like, oh my God, we're never gonna get out of here, and we're never gonna make it to the United States, and we're never going to move actually. And then I created these little post-it notes again. The wall was full in the kitchen. I had them hanging there. And with everything I checked off, I took it and put it onto the done side. And it is very motivating too. Actually, it is super motivating to take one post-it note off and put it onto the done side, because then you can actually see what you have accomplished already. Because if it is in your computer, if it is on a piece of paper somewhere next to you, I like to play around with colors. I like to play around with the post-it notes. I like to move them around. I have quarterly post-it notes. Actually, quarterly, the year is divided up in quarters, and then I create those in quarters as well. So actually, this is all like what I just wanted to chat with you today about. It's just very simple. We just arrived, we just got internet access. It's empty, there are no furnitures, there's nothing here, it's completely empty. We have like boxes here from our mattresses I'm having this call on, and then we just got a few pillows to just sit and have actually an area until everything arrives. So we have to be creative in business, but we also have to be creative every single day. So we know that for me, it's the 44th time moving. This one was a big one again. But we know the more often we do things, we will find our way on how to do them and how to go about those things. And it will become much easier once you have started the business, once you have created your website, once you have sold your first products, once you know exactly what your profit margin is, what the finances are, what you need, and so on. So I definitely think that this is all going to be just a process, creating a business like everything else in life, having children, doing this move, buying a house, like everything is a process, but you have to put it down into little steps. That's what I think, actually. Let's see. I'm going to be teaching a workshop and need to figure a cost per student for supplies. The price per drop of essential oils was always hard for me to calculate. Yeah, so if you using Blend Precisely, a cost per student for supplies, the price per drop of essential oils was always hard for me to calculate. It is very hard to calculate. It's basically we get taught a million different ways on how to calculate our drops of essential oils, how much those ones are. But the most important part is that you know that you need to try to figure out how you can get your essential oils as, I don't want to say cheap as possible, because you still want to have quality, but you need to see how you can, in general, bring your prices down in your business. I think that is a big part of business that we need to, in order to create profit, we need to figure out how to bring our prices down. And that often works by bulk bulk purchasing, which we cannot always do in the very beginning. Um, but we should be trying then to create only a few products and not a million products we are trying to sell, because that will just raise your costs immensely. So if you just sell 3 to 5 products, you will be able to stretch and calculate them easily. But if you're trying to sell in the beginning too many products, then you will have many costs coming at you. And that is hard to sustain if you're doing bootstrapping, like I did in the beginning as well. We bootstrapped Pedal and Stem aromatherapy, meaning we just built the business with our own money. And if you have too many products, you will spend a lot of money. So I think knowing exactly what you're selling and where you're selling it, and not going overboard in the beginning with too many products, you will have a much easier time to figure out um, your costs and everything else. Jackie, I really love that. Nice swatches. I know. I'm deciding. It's hard to decide on a color, and with Seth, actually, because he doesn't like green, and that's what I brought home. But I guess that's not going to happen, the green. And I don't want to keep the wood. I don't know why. But yeah, so we're trying those things out. Hi, Katrine. I left a couple of messages. Well, I'm only getting Facebook users. So if you give me your name, let me know um, who that is, because I received emails now. I'm getting messages. Everything is back to normal. We have internet access. So we just moved on Monday over to the United States, and we are here now for good. But let me know. You don't want the wood? No, I don't. I really don't. No, I want to color it over. I actually love bohemian style things, so I need to have it colorful. Yeah, it's actually just this talk today is just to give everybody just a little kick in the butt, I guess, that it is absolutely possible to create a business. You just need to do the baby steps. And it just came back to me when we did this move, really. Breaking things down to easy digestible steps is so important. And again, nothing is easier than just a few post-it notes and putting them onto the wall and looking at them every single day. Get reminders every single day that way, and move things around as you need them, but then still go for it. Just don't stop creating. It's just so important that we keep on moving in the business. Ask your friends, ask your family, but ask also people here in these groups. There are so many people asking questions, which I love to see as well. But it's like really important to just stay active. And I feel already, like, after a few days away from the business, I feel like, oh my God, I'm losing it, because I love the business so much and I'm missing it. But it's important to stay on top of things. And sometimes we need to take a break, obviously. But yeah, so I think moving forward, making it digestible, and creating not too many products at once. Just go out with a few and keep on asking customers what they want. What do they want? Not what do you want? What would your customers want? Because those are the ones that are going to buy your products. So that's pretty much it. So, as we get situated here, next week, Wednesday, is going to be our normal talk again. And then we will be talking a little bit more about the upcoming features and also all the other good stuff at Blend Precisely. But if you have any questions in between, let me know. Let me also know to see what kind of features you want, anything else. We are back online. We are doing everything as usual, business as usual. We have arrived in New Hampshire, snowy New Hampshire, and a bit cold, but not too cold. So I hope you're all doing well. Nice seeing some of familiar faces. Really lovely. Get your post-it notes out and plan your next quarters. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you really, really soon. Have a nice weekend. Yay. Bye bye.